everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I'll be budgeting my second paycheck for January. So please join me as I walk through my personal budgeting process. I've always been mentally budgeting, so this is a new process for me and I'm getting to learn it. I'm getting to love it. Um, so if you are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. If you are returning, thank you for your support. It really means a lot to me. So here we are. It's the second paycheck of the month, and I am ready to make every dollar count. Budgeting is a crucial part of this journey that I'm on, my debt free journey. I am so looking forward to the end of this journey where I can celebrate the milestone. So let's get started. So, first, I'll be just going through the total income for this pay period, which is $4,867.60, and that comprised some overtime, bonus, and a return check that I got after I refinanced my car. So I got that back from my Gap insurance. The second category on my budget is housing and daily expenses. So I'll be definitely allocating what I'm going to call my necessities. So my rent, my utilities, internet for this period, fuel or gas so that I can go back to work, groceries and toiletries for this period. So for that category, I budgeted $1,990. The rent, utilities, and internet, those are fixed costs basically. So I just put them over into the actual budget right here already. Because fuel tend to fluctuate a bit, the amount that I spend on grocery probably will not be the $250. So I do not put those in my actual as yet. Whatever is not in the actual will be when I'm doing my budget check-in in a few days, I should say. So moving on to my next category, which is savings and investment. So for savings and investment, I'm not, for right now, because I'm new to the process, I am not really going all in for savings and investment. One, because we have 401k already and a life insurance that carries an investment portion to it. So what I really am focusing on when it comes to saving and investment is building up my emergency fund. So I started my emergency fund for 2024 with $700 in there. The refund check that I got from my Gap insurance after refinancing my car, I automatically just put that in my emergency fund. I am not sure if I'm going to keep the $450 in there in this emergency fund. It depends on what the budget is looking like when I do a check-in, because life happens. If there's something that I need to adjust when I'm doing the check-in, then I'll probably just take it from this $450 check right here. For this period, I am not doing any budgeting for personal or discretionary spending. And under that, I have barber, salon, clothing, subscriptions, entertainment, dining out, gifts, and books. I am not doing any of that right now. I already bought my book in December that I'll be reading for February. So I'm not buying any books I'm not doing any budgeting for personal and discretionary for this period. Moving over to my debt section of the budget, which is pretty much similar to the previous budget that I did. So for credit cards, cars, and the personal loans, I budgeted $2,236.54. I did get to set both cars and the personal loan on the split payment method. So I'll be doing a half for this paycheck and a half for the next paycheck. I feel like this is going to be easier on the pocket because we are not coming up with that huge sum in one from one paycheck. So I'm just trying this to see how it works, but I think it's going to be good. Um, Moving on to the next category, which is funds. Under my fund account, I have car maintenance, co-pays, out-of-pocket prescription or over-the-counter drugs, birthdays, Christmas, moving expenses. So whatever that I don't have, whatever expenses that comes up that I don't have, I to put in a specific category, I'll just put it under funding. So for this category, I'm budgeting $250 for co-pay and out-of-pocket expenses. And that's because we have some appointments coming up in February. But overall, I want to um, have a fund specifically for out-of-pocket expenses, co-pays. And that's just because I don't want to be, I want to have that money ready if there's an emergency that we need to go to the hospital or anything that I don't want to be taking out of my emergency fund. Um, so that's all the categories that I'm budgeting for. I'm not putting any money into miscellaneous for this budgeting period. So the summary, total household and daily expenses, $1,990. Saving and investment, which is only for the emergency fund, which I'm just holding that check right there for $450.26. For total debt, which is a definite amount, is $2,236.54. I do have available to spend $360.80. I did not budget this yet, but it will be when I'm doing my budget check-in because it's going to go towards gas and groceries. And by calculation, the amount that I budgeted for gas and groceries is more, like about $50 more than the amount that I have to spend. So I definitely will be cutting something from this budget. And I'm thinking I'm just going to lower the amount that I'm spending on groceries for this period. Just a quick update on my budgeting journey so far. This is my second budget on paper, like I said before, and I'm really finding it interesting. It can become a bit frustrating at times, but the point is, or the most important thing is to stick to your budget. I've always been doing my budgets in my head, and because I have almost everything automated, but then there are times when you can't really tell where every dollar is going. So putting it on paper, seeing where it's going, along with automating, I believe is the best way to go when you're doing your budgeting. And that comes with good planning and discipline, so that we can see where our hard-earned money is really going. So thanks for joining me, and until next time, happy budgeting.